Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we are diving into a really important topic, one that affects families everywhere but is often overlooked. We are talking about the silent habits that are subtly shaping, and in some cases, corrupting the minds of our teenagers. These aren't the big, obvious dangers we are always warned about. Instead, they're the quiet, everyday routines that can have a profound impact on their development, their mental health, and their future. So, what are these habits? Let's start with the most obvious one, the endless scroll. We see it everywhere. Teens glued to their phones, endlessly swiping through social media, short-form videos, and news feeds. It seems harmless, right? Just a way to pass the time. But what's really happening here is a rewiring of the brain. The constant stream of bite-sized, high dopamine content is shortening their attention spans. It's training their minds to crave instant gratification. Think about it. Why would a teenager choose to read a challenging book or work through a complex math problem when they can get an instant jolt of pleasure from a 15-second video? This isn't laziness, it's brain chemistry. Their ability to focus deeply on one task, a skill crucial for learning and future success, is slowly eroding. The consequence? We see it in classrooms: difficulty concentrating, frustration with tasks that require patience, and a decline in critical thinking. Hand in hand with the endless scroll is the comparison culture fostered by social media. Every post, every story, is a carefully curated highlight reel of someone else's life. Our teens are constantly bombarded with images of perfect bodies, extravagant vacations, and flawless social lives. It's an impossible standard to live up to. This constant comparison breeds feelings of inadequacy, anxiety, and even depression. They start believing their own life is boring or that they're not good enough because they don't match the filtered reality they see online. This isn't just a blow to their self-esteem. It's a fundamental distortion of their perception of reality. They're learning to value external validation, likes, comments, shares, over their own intrinsic worth. The long-term effect is a generation that struggles with self-acceptance and is constantly seeking approval from others. Next, let's talk about the decline of real, face-to-face interaction. Group chats and DMS have replaced hanging out in person. While digital communication has its place, it lacks the nuance of human connection. You miss the body language, the tone of voice, the shared experience of just being together. This habit of phubbing, snubbing someone in favor of your phone, is becoming the norm. The result is a generation that can struggle with social cues and developing deep, meaningful relationships. They might have hundreds of online friends but feel incredibly lonely. This social isolation, paradoxically happening in a hyperconnected world, is a major contributor to the rising rates of mental health issues among young people. They are losing the ability to empathize, to resolve conflicts in person, and to build the supportive social networks that are essential for a happy, healthy life. Another insidious habit is sleep procrastination. We've all been there, but for teens, it's a chronic issue. They stay up late, not because they have to, but because they don't want to miss out. FOMO, the fear of missing out, is a powerful driver. They scroll, they game, they binge-watch shows deep into the night. This chronic sleep deprivation is devastating for a developing brain. During sleep, the brain consolidates memories, processes emotions, and literally cleans itself of toxins. When teens consistently miss out on quality sleep, it impacts everything: their mood, their ability to learn, their immune system, and their decision-making. We see it in their irritability, their poor academic performance, and their increased risk-taking behaviors. It's a vicious cycle. They're tired, so they use screens for a quick energy boost, which then keeps them awake, making them even more tired the next day. So, as parents, it's easy to feel helpless watching these habits take hold. But I want to assure you, you are not powerless. The key is not to ban everything, which often backfires, but to guide, model, and connect. First, let's talk about how to help them break these habits. The initial step is opening a line of communication without judgment. Instead of saying, "You're always on your phone," try something like, "I've noticed you seem a bit down after being on Instagram. How does it make you feel?" Ask them about the pressures they face online. This validates their experience and opens the door for a real conversation, not a lecture. When you understand their world, you can work together on solutions. Next, co-create a family media plan. This isn't about you imposing rules. It's about a family agreement. Decide together on tech-free zones, like the dinner table and bedrooms, and tech-free times, like the first hour after waking up and the last hour before bed. This is crucial for reclaiming family time and protecting sleep. And here's the most important part: you have to follow the rules too. If you re-telling your teen to put their phone away while you re-scrolling at the dinner table, your message has zero credibility. Model the behavior you want to see. Your actions speak volumes. Encourage and facilitate offline activities. What did your teen love to do before their phone became their main source of entertainment? Was it sports, art, music, hiking? Help them rediscover those passions. This might mean driving them to practice, buying them new art supplies, or planning a family hike on the weekend. The goal is to show them that life offline is not only enjoyable but more fulfilling. You have to actively replace the time they would spend scrolling with something engaging and real. Boredom is the screen's best friend, so help them find alternatives. Let's also focus on building their critical thinking skills about the media they consume. Teach them to question what they see. Ask things like, do you think that photo is filtered? What might be the motivation behind this post? Do you think this person's life is really that perfect all the time? This helps them develop media literacy and builds a defense against the harmful effects of comparison culture. It empowers them to see social media for what it is, a curated performance, not a reflection of reality. Finally, prioritize their mental well-being. The habits we've discussed are often symptoms of underlying issues like anxiety, loneliness, or low self-esteem. Create a home environment where it's safe to talk about feelings. Normalize conversations about mental health. Let them know it is okay not to be okay and that seeking help is a sign of strength. If you notice persistent changes in their mood, sleep, or behavior that worry you, don't hesitate to reach out to a school counselor, a therapist, or a doctor. Getting professional support is not a failure. It's responsible and loving parenting. Breaking these habits is a marathon, not a sprint. There will be resistance, there will be slip-ups, and that's okay. The goal is progress, not perfection. It's about slowly replacing the quiet corruption of these digital habits with the loud, vibrant, and messy reality of a connected family life and a fulfilling offline world. It's about giving our teens the tools they need to build a healthy relationship with technology, and more importantly, with themselves. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this gave you some practical insights and encouragement. If you found this helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with other parents who might need to hear this. And don't forget to subscribe for more content on navigating the challenges of modern parenting. I'll see you in the next one.